Hello friends, Chuck and Paisley here today on another outdoor excursion nearby, but we decided to leave our bikes at home today. What are we going to do today, Paisley?
Instead of biking, we're going to go hiking.
That's right. And when you think hiking, you think, whew, depending on your condition, you may think, I just don't know if I could do that. But what we have in store for you today is something not too bad. We are going to take a hike up to Look Rock Tower. We came up down US 321 as if we were going to the Great Smoky Mountains, and in fact we're pretty close to the Great Smoky Mountains. But we took a detour, took a ride on the Foothills Parkway. This is a scenic parkway that parallels the Great Smoky Mountains. I believe this stretch of road is federally protected. It may even be part of the Great Smoky Mountains. I'm not sure. It's a really nice ride and view. We have a time-lapse video for you. And if you follow that, you'll see along the way there are numerous pull-offs where you can have a really scenic view of looking out to the north towards Maryville and Knoxville beyond that. And then over to the other side, you'll see this little valley. Really pleasant, appealing little valley that exists between these two high ridges or mountains. So along the way to the point we're at, which is the parking area for the Look Rock Tower, you'll see numerous pull-offs. So payoff's really good to come up here. Even if you're mobility challenged, you can just come up here, park in a paved parking area, step out of the car, and enjoy a really pleasant view of our area. Now where we're at, we're going to do a hike, and it's only about a half mile each way. Now the elevation change is pretty good, so it will get your heart rate up. You'll probably be breathing heavy if you do this, but it's not extended. And when we get to the top, you'll see that the effort that you might have to put into doing this is well worth it. Now, today it's a little bit cloudier than I had hoped for, but the view, I'm sure, is going to be good.
Doesn't it look out over Maryville?
It does. Where we're at, we'll be up on a tower, but you'll see it's a very mobility-friendly way to get to the top of this tower. We'll do a video of that when we get there. It looks over Maryville, and
in Chapman Highway, you can see Chapman Highway.
Well, maybe we'll see. I don't know if we'll. I think that may be in the wrong direction. Alcoa Highway would be off in the distance for sure, and some other places in Maryville. So this time of year, once again, we're having really pleasant temperatures for it to be in the last third of winter. It's February 21st, 2022, so we got about a month left before spring officially gets here, but it's going to be in the upper 60s. It's feels pretty warm. I'd say we may be hot by the time we finish our hike.
We're gonna have we got really weird weather being in Tennessee. I mean, the next few days it's gonna be pretty warm, and then all of a sudden it might actually get snowy, and then down in the teens.
Yeah, we're expecting temperatures down in the teens here in just a few days, but that's the thing, weather jumps back and forth here in Tennessee. You get a little bit of everything here in Tennessee. So we're going to hop out of the van here, and we'll just explore this parking area. There's, I believe, just right down the sidewalk here, there's a place to look off toward that valley that I mentioned. And then we'll head off up the trail and get up to Look Rock Tower. See you in a minute. here we are, just a few steps out of the vehicle, the parking lot to the Look Rock Tower. This pleasant little valley that I mentioned. Off in the distance you can see some of the mountain ranges that make up the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. You can see why they call it Smoky Mountains today. Of course, it's not smoke, but the humidity and other things that give it that appearance. A little breeze blowing. Down here it looks like we got some rhododendrons, which are very common here in the mountains. They do well in shade. Of course, this time of year the leaves are not out yet, which is good and bad. When the leaves are out, of course, the trees are beautiful, but your views are obstructed by the leaves. So this is a place you can visit at different times of year and get completely different views and appreciate it in different ways.
Like everything, it's got pros and cons.
Yeah, you can see looks like a lake off in the distance there. If we were to keep going down Foothills Parkway, it would take you to Johowie Lake, I believe. We'll put a link in the description of this video to various points of interest along the way and give you an idea of where we're at and where you can go from here. So now we'll get our backpack on and we'll get started up the trail in just a moment. Alright, we're just a really short distance from the parking area for Look Rock Tower Trail. As you can see, we have a paved surface, and if I'm not mistaken, the trail all the way to the top is paved. So normally if we go hiking, we would wear hiking boots or some really sturdy material, but for this trail we're just in tennis shoes. We don't expect to have any trouble, so we do have some basic provisions such as water, which I would recommend you take on any hike, because you never know what might happen. Also may be good to have a first aid kit, something of that nature. As you can see, the Foothills Parkway is a popular destination for motorcyclists who like curvy roads, and there are plenty of those in this area.
Yeah, but not too curvy roads, I don't think. They don't curve too much, right?
Well, they were designed to be appropriate to drive on. So. But anyway, here we're going to cross over the road and begin our hike on the Look Rock Tower Trail. Hello. Yeah, we have been here before, but it's been a while. You were quite a bit younger. When Mommy was pregnant with you, she and I came and did this hike. So you were on this trail even before you were born. So you can see there's the parking area. We're headed up the trail.
I saw some, either a cricket or some really big, weird looking bug.
All kinds of creatures live in the forest. So, you may hear already breathing a little heavy because it is a pretty good incline. But it is paved, as I mentioned. So there aren't as many trip hazards as you might find on a normal trail. The only green we see today is the evergreen, pine trees. But a little bit later in the year, this will be a big wall of green. All right, we'll stop here just a second. Well, we're nearly to the Look Rock Tower. It's just a short ways down this paved trail. Here you'll see we've run across some air quality monitoring stations. Some weather monitoring and monitoring the air quality. Good place to do it from, I guess, up here on the mountains. So from here, like I said, it's just a short way to the tower here. We'll turn the camera around and a little walk up the trail. You may be getting a peek through the barren trees of the tower. You'll see it's a concrete structure. It's actually a ramp, no stairs to climb. So once again, more people could use it. Not just people who are really fit or really stable on their feet. So here you might see why it's called Look Rock. Very rocky terrain up here. Little bench to rest before you go up this incline. So even from here, really nice views, but when we get to the top of the tower, we'll be up above the tree line. A lot less obstruction. So let's go up this concrete incline that will take us to the top of the tower.
So, Seymour is over here to the side where the tree line is, right?
Well, we're at the top of Look Rock Tower. You can see the Foothills Parkway as it winds its way toward Tellico Lake, Chilhowie Lake off in the distance. We're from a southerly point looking north across a large portion of Blount County and Maryville. You may be able to faintly make off in the distance there the next mountain range far on the around the Knoxville area or just beyond. What do you think about the views from up here, Paisley?
It looks great.
Yeah, like I said, it's a little, got some cloud cover, some hazy conditions from moisture in the air probably. We got a cold front coming in, and it's probably pulling that moisture out of the air. Right now it is still very pleasant temperature. See the valley down there, the grassy area is broken up by small foothills, trees. We'll go over to the other side in a minute and take a look towards the Great Smoky Mountains that are toward our south. Well, now we're looking off towards the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Somewhere over there is Cades Cove Loop. As you might hear, the wind is really picked up here at the top of this ridge. Doesn't hurt the view, but it may hurt the microphone picking up my voice. But anyway, really nice view from up here at Look Rock Tower. Didn't take us long to get here at all. Like I said, it's not a very long hike. It is kind of steep, but you don't have to go fast if you take your time. Most people should be able to make it up here. But anyway, if you do decide to come, we hope you have an enjoyable trip and a safe one as well. We'll see you soon. Well, we made it back to the vehicle. We've been up and back the Look Rock Tower here just off the Foothills Parkway in Maryville, Tennessee. What'd you think, Paisley?
That was fun and exhausting.
Very short. I probably didn't take us 10 minutes to get to the top. So it's not very long, but it is kind of steep. So you're probably gonna start breathing heavy. You're gonna feel it on the way up there, and on the way down, it's so steep that it's kind of unsteady. When it gets kind of uncomfortable when you're going a little bit down too steep. But it is paved, so that removes a level of difficulty. It is beautiful when you get there. The tower is a series of concrete ramps, so there are no steps to take. So it's something you might consider for just a brief family outing. Get your heart rate up a little bit, enjoy nature here. And of course, like I said, there are stops all up and down through here where you can take in different views of the scenic area that we live in here in East Tennessee at the foothills and up on the mountains near the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We hope you enjoyed our trip today. We hope that maybe you can get out here and visit it yourself sometime and take advantage of it. Be mindful of weather conditions. One bad thing about driving up here, if you're the driver, is you have a tendency to want to look from side to side because it is so beautiful. The roads are curvy, so you need to be careful. Pay attention to the roadway If you're a passenger in the vehicle, you have a little bit more freedom to look around if you're so inclined.
You know, just if you're a passenger and the driver can't look around, just tell the driver what happened.
Yeah, did you see that? All right, friends, we're glad you were able to join us on our little short hike today. We hope you have a pleasant and safe day, and perhaps we'll see you again soon. Take care.